We lived in a very large home, lots of land to take care of. And after we retired, it was okay for a while, but we finally came to the conclusion that we would rather spend all the money we were spending on upkeeping that place on traveling. So we sold our home and bought a motorhome and lived in it and traveled for almost 3 years. But then we decided that we wanted something a little more stable. And since we were comfortable living in a small space like that, we began to look at tiny homes. Someone told us about this community that was just beginning, and we came here and looked.
When we got here, we found out the tiny home was what we was looking for, and we liked the part that we had a back porch on, and goes so we can overlook a lake. It's just a wonderful place to be.
One thing that I have come to realize about my tiny home is how comfortable it is. My husband and I have been married a long, long time, 61 years, and we love being close to each other still. And we still have an area we can go if we want to be by ourselves, but it's just real cozy. Cozy with a lot of room, I guess is how you would say it. We love spending these last few years of our lives together in a tiny home. It's just a different feeling. It's more of a togetherness. We laugh a lot more, it seems like, and we have lots of things to keep us busy. So this is just the right size for us. When we started looking, we knew that we wanted a nice porch, a downstairs bedroom, and a friendly community. Well, we found it. Let me show you around. Welcome to my kitchen. When we first moved in, I was a little bit hesitant because I didn't think there was going to be enough room. I do cook a lot. I love to cook. I love to bake. But I have found out that you don't have to have all those big spaces that I had in our home that we lived in several years ago. We did add this island, and the island has helped tremendously as far as cooking or baking. Not only the top of it, but it also has a lot of extra storage. But I like this. I was surprised to find out that the tiny homes have a double sink. The cabinets, even though they're tall, they have the things right here next to you. It's not going to be, I have to go over here and get something, then I have to go back over here. It's just kind of right here for us. I was very pleased with that. Lots of drawer space. I was pleased with that. The stove is a regular size stove. Like I said, I do a lot of baking and cooking. I've loved that all my life, and this has been wonderful. It's a self-cleaning oven, which is perfect. The microwave does about anything you want. We've really enjoyed that. As you get older, you just don't want to have a lot of space, a lot of things to clean, a lot of things to have to put up with. And this just kind of puts it all together in one spot, and I can still do my cooking and baking. We still have people over to eat, and there's just plenty of room. We have found that this little tool is a must-have because, the cabinets are taller. We keep the things at the top of the cabinets that we use less. Now, when our great-granddaughters come over to visit, their cups are here at the top, and we use this little handy gadget, just pulls those cups right down. It's real handy. And when you're our age, you don't want to get on a ladder any more than you have to. I also love plants. I have them inside my home, outside my home, on all the porches. I do have a tall, sturdy ladder that once a week I bring in, put it up and water all of these items. And sometimes if there's something that I need to put up taller in the cabinets, I use the ladder for that. When I first saw the kitchen, I knew that I was going to have to make do. But now, after I've been in this kitchen for a year, I found out this is really the only space I need. So I can use this island, use my cabinets, I use my stovetop. You really can't give up at first because you just need to try it. I'm perfectly happy with it. I would never have dreamed that I would have this much room in this size of a kitchen. Welcome to our living room. This is our favorite room in our tiny home. We have a full-size couch. Lots of times in the evening, we just sit here and talk. We especially like this couch because it's everything. It is a recliner type couch. We've even slept on it now and then. We don't have to have any other furniture, and that just leaves us a lot of space in here. If we want, we just don't feel crowded. We have some great grandkids that like to spend the night with us. We have a king size mattress that fits exactly right here. It blows up, and then we just take the air out of it in the morning. We've got our space again. If they want to work on crafts or they have a toy that they have, we have a small table that we can set up in here and still have plenty of room. As you can see, we don't have a table in the kitchen or here to eat on. And so we sit with these to eat. Usually we watch the news or the TV and we just sit right here and eat. I do have this little table that I purchased that helps just to set drinks on during the day and so forth. When we have guests over, we have a fold-up table we can put here. We can eat on it. We can play cards on it. I have a couple of folding chairs. So there have been times when we've had like 6 or 7 people in here. We pull the chairs out and we sit around. One thing I love about this living room is this credenza. There's a lot of storage in it. All of our books, a lot of things down here. Our dish is a little bit too big, but at first we were concerned about it. We've noticed that doesn't make one bit of difference in the world. We love our big TV. It's bigger than any of them that we had in our larger home. This has been a really nice point. When we were planning on how we wanted to set our living room up, I knew that I wanted a rug of some type. I didn't want something I was going to have to clean, shampoo, and the floors themselves are very, very easy to keep. So we just got a small rug that kind of helps us separate our kitchen and our living room. I love the light that shines. We love this. We open those blinds first thing in the morning. We love them. The windows, and when the weather's nice, we raise the windows. It's just everything makes it look so much bigger than we first looked at the house. After we got the furniture in, got our rug in, it looks bigger, but not a lot to keep up with. And at our age, we like to be able to sit down, put our feet up, watch the TV, and not have a lot to clean. We chose to buy the model home because when we put the pen to the paper, we realized we were actually saving maybe just a little bit of money. We paid $92,000, but it was already here, skirted, hooked up to the utilities, porches were on it. It was ready to go. And then a few months later, we added the carport.
It was $4,300. I have a lot of tools that I wanted to keep, and we got storage for everything that we needed to have storage for. It's turned out to be sort of a cat's den now.
Our lot rent is $700 a month. That includes the water. It includes everything except electricity. And our electricity bill normally runs anywhere from $65 to $85, which is, I believe, probably a little bit higher than some of the people who just have a single person in their home. But since there's 2 of us, ours runs a little higher, but it's a whole lot less than when we lived in our home. We were living on the same fixed income in our larger home, but the budget was much stricter, tighter. We didn't have the extra money we wanted to travel or do some things that we wanted to do at this stage in our life. So it has freed up some money for us in our income by moving in the tiny home. We don't mind paying the rental fee at all because it does include so many other things. We don't have to mow. We don't have the water bill, which we had a big one. We are on the same income, but we have a little extra money this way. This is my washer-dryer combination. It's the first one I've ever had like this, and I absolutely love it. It fits perfectly in here. It's out of the way, but yet it's lot in this little bitty space. Now, one thing I have found that's different in a tiny home, which is fine, it's good for me, but when something is dry and you take it in, whether you put it on the bed to fold it or whatever, when it's dry, it needs to be folded and put up then. Otherwise, because of the space, you're going to end up with a lot of clutter here and there. So it has disciplined me more to have this and be in a tiny home. But as soon as the things are dry, I take them in, fold them up, put them out. And this is our bathroom. Lots of cabinet space here, a medicine cabinet space down here. Our walk-in shower, we have the large shower head. It actually has 2 seats, but I use one to store the little holder that has our shampoo, soap, and so forth. And you would think with 2 of us living here that it would be just bundlesome, lots of things here. But he keeps his towel here, I keep mine here. It's just fine. There's not as much stuff, and we've learned to live that way, and I like it that way. One thing that we really liked about this home was we have the regular door that goes to the bedroom off of the living room, which I believe has to be there for fire code. But one thing I really liked about this one is that we have an extra door that comes from the bedroom into the bathroom. For people our age, that's important. At night, when you have to get up, you want to get to the restroom quickly and get back so you can go back to sleep. But we find that we really do like this extra door here. If we didn't have it, we'd have to go out the other door, come all the way in. And so this is really a plus in our home. In the intro, I had told you that when my husband and I were looking for a tiny home, we wanted a friendly community. Well, I've got a little bit of proof here in the bathroom of all places. This is a picture drawn and colored by one of our neighbors about the Elkin ducks. My husband bought some ducks when we moved here, and they've grown, and he feeds them every day. They lay eggs. We've had fun with that. She drew him a picture, and I thought, what better thing to do than to hang it right here? I had a space, and that's just kind of a unique little thing. Also, I love Bible verses. One of the ladies here made a little plaque for me with Joshua 1:9 on it, and I put that in here. When you have little things like this from your friends, it just gives you a little bit place in your heart that the community is great. We're in the right spot. Welcome to our bedroom. As much as I love the living room and kitchen combination, this is one of my favorite rooms. I love plants, as you can see, so I have windows here with my plants where I can keep them. The sun does not bother us. We're usually up at a decent time, but even if we want to sleep in, we don't have a problem with the light. We did worry at first about our grandkids and great-grandkids if they wanted to come spend the night. So we did look at some tiny homes that had a loft for them. But we decided against that because, number one, we had to climb stairs. Number two, you can't stand up in the loft. Most importantly, the stairs for the loft take up about 9 square feet of your area in your living room, and we wanted that area. So we chose to just go with the 1 bedroom, which we're very happy with. We measured and measured. My husband was set on getting a dresser. I didn't think we would have room. We were able to find one. It's not great big, but it's not little bitty either. It's larger than an apartment dresser. So we have that, and we also have a nightstand. Everything that we need, really. The bed has storage drawers in it. You just have to learn when you're in a tiny home to use every space available. I have a tiny space over in that corner and no place to store our suitcases. So that space became perfect for our suitcases. We also have a large TV in the room. We've never had a large one in the bedroom. We love that. Now that we're retired, if we want to stay up till 12 o'clock and watch TV, we do that. It's just a wonderful life living in a tiny home. This is another little section of our tiny home that I really like. I call it my little hall because there are 2 of us and there's not enough space to hang all of our clothes and our coats. I put some coat racks on this wall, and we have our coats here. I also use it for storing my little ladder that sometimes I have to use in the kitchen. I also have a large TV tray when the grandkids are over. If they want to do crafts or eat their breakfast or something on it, we'd have that. I also store my vacuum cleaner here. And then I have this great walk-in closet that we love. This is one of the things we really loved when we were looking for our tiny home. We had some extra shelves put in it. I have one side, he has one. I bought hangers where you can hang several shirts on one hanger. Then I bought the one for slacks and jeans that you can hang. So that helped save some space. And when it's sunny and nice and we want to go sit on the back porch, or my husband has to go feed the ducks, we've got our back door right here, goes right out to our back porch. This was one of the high priorities when we were looking for a tiny home. We wanted a back porch, a back door for many reasons. And little did we know when we found this home, it was going to take us right out to a small pond, the beautiful woods. But I have my flowers, some more of my plants out here. I have my own little storage building right here that I can store things in. My husband has his elsewhere. I don't have our chairs out here right now, but at night in the nice weather, we like to sit out here and enjoy the water and the sounds, and it's just very peaceful. You might call this our surprise area. When we built our carport and storage on it, we didn't realize it was going to provide us with our own little tiny backyard. We have a lot of neighbors who will come and visit. We enjoy sitting out here in the spring. Again, I've got a place for flowers. It's just a real comfortable place to be. We love the way it just kind of jumped out at us and surprised us. I have learned that things are just things. You know, when you have a big home and you're in the middle of your life and you're raising kids and all of that, you want this pretty and that pretty and you want all these nice things. But when you get to the stage of our life, the things that we think are important in life when we're a little younger really are not important. Now, that's not the important thing. We probably spend more time together here than we did in our big home, and both of us retired, just because he can't be off in that part of the house and I'm up in this part of the house. And it's just a different time in our life. We enjoy being with each other more. I have friends that say, oh, I could never live with my husband in a tiny home, but we just think it's great. Well, we want to thank you for the tour today of our tiny home. We enjoyed you coming and touring with us. If you have any further questions or you'd like to know something, you can contact me through Facebook, and you'd like to contact me, the link is in the description.
Bye.
Bye.